your peers is no longer there, right? So, which then means you are missing out. For those who are doing grade 11, it's still the same feeling. For those who are doing grade 12, I suppose it is felt very much intense. And the missing out comes a lot with what the year would look like in the end. We don't know what will turn out. I believe that the government is trying its best to make sure that our missing out in the end won't compromise us. One, I suppose the greatest feeling that you have is missing out on the content, that is, content of the syllabus. What is on the syllabus? What is on the syllabus? The social life of things, life skills, and everything that comes with the importance of being at school. So, right? So, with the feeling of missing out, you are left with anxiety. I simply say anxiety is worry about worrying. So, you're worrying about missing out on the syllabus, you're worrying about the lockdown, not knowing when things will change, you're worried about health implications, you're worried about everything that has to do with lockdown. And that is very frustrating of not knowing what's next. Missing out makes us uncertain, right? Missing out makes us panic, makes us to panic. So all of those things, they can be managed if you can do your bit. And doing your bit means that you can only go as far as preparing. And again, one would then ask, what am I preparing for? You can continue with your subject preparations, especially on subjects like mathematics that require constant and everyday practice, your science, your accounting, your maths lead. Those things, they need constant engagement and everything that comes with that. So missing out is normal, is a normal feeling in the end, and missing out does not mean that things will not change. So you manage that by doing all that you can. You manage that by sticking to the content of your school. I understand again, others are missing out as a result of data issues. Some do not have connectivity due to expenses around how expensive data is. Again, that will make you to miss out on content. That will make you to miss out on a number of things and other interactions. So missing out does not mean that there are not other possibilities that you can explore to make this happen. SABC has a new channel that has different subjects. There are teachers there who are experienced and experts that help you on managing the missing out experience. I understand the feelings, as I have said. Psychologically, it creates something, but one of the other ways it is to manage your anxiety by using the resources that you have. And the resources that you have include everything and anything that you can access. That means going to Google, being on the lookout of programs like STEM Lockdown Digital School, interacting with your friends, having WhatsApp groups where you can talk to your peers about what is important, what's coming up, so that when school opens, if that happens later, we don't know. At least you've got a basis and grounding of being within, of not having missed out a lot. I understand again the issue of resources, as I've mentioned, that other people don't have the necessary resources of engaging with content, of engaging with online content or digital kind of schooling. but do your own schooling, teach yourself, use your resources, access your school teachers, access material that's available out there. But that does not mean that in the end that you would fail if those things are not there. So I want to encourage you today to look into your resources, to look into what is important that you can do, so that at least you don't get frustrated that you have missed out a lot. And in terms of social interactions, I also encourage that keep up with your peers. Sometimes don't talk about things to do with schoolwork. Interact, do things that are fun, in terms of what you can do on digital spaces, and access resources again from your friends, and make sure that you support each other in many other aspects, and also to use support from our families. Our parents are out there to help us manage these demands. School teachers are trying their level best to make sure you get access to content, to make sure that you get the knowledge and information that you get. One of my young brothers said it's pointless to continue studying or reading for whatever that is there, because you don't know what in the end would come up. So I said to him, the best way, again, it is to do what you can do to your highest level of engagement with it. So for those who may be struggling with depression, with anxiety, you can contact me. You can DM me, you can Twitter me, you can do everything that would find it easier for you to get access to me. And again, briefly, depression is a sense of deep sadness that requires you to seek help. And how does this present? Sometimes you lose appetite, or other people have excessive appetite, they eat a lot. Others have insomnia. One of the other symptoms is insomnia. Or you find that others find it hard to fall asleep. Others wake up during the course of the day, then they can't sleep. Others sleep excessively. Loss of energy, lack of drive, and this sense of deep apathy that it feels as though everything is heavy. Sometimes physiological symptoms, headaches, losing concentration cognitively, memory, and attention. And it's so possible that those feelings can be so intense during lockdown that you need to find a way of managing those symptoms. If you're struggling to sleep, there's what we call sleep hygiene, on finding ways of how you can improve your sleep quality, how to improve your dietary aspect where you have lack of appetite or you have more appetite. So be wary of those symptoms, be wary of the frustration, be wary of the stress that happens, and just know that there is help when you need it. So missing out on your school experience doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You may not be physically at school, but with all the digital learning, with all the material, with all that's available on TV, it's helping you to manage the experience of missing out. And so that is the end of our motivational talk for the week. Until we meet up next time, cheers, guys, and be strong and be okay and do all that you can do to make sure that you succeed. Cheers, guys.